What is up, guys? Nova Joe back again with
NovaJosiah
for another retro weekend. Now, this time Josiah won't be playing with us, just due to the simple fact that this is just a single player game, but he's going to be along for some commentary. So, what we're playing today is Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, the sequel to Jurassic Park. This game came out 14 months after the original game was released for the Sega Genesis. And the reason being, this was a hot property. Jurassic Park was making tons of money, and Sega said, we need to get another game out. We have made money hand over fist with the first one. Let's see if we can do that again with the second one. So this one is a little bit more rushed. There's no intro cinematic like in the first one. There's less levels to play. And this game actually takes a different approach to the game compared to the first one. The first one was a much more deliberate, be careful, watch your step. This one is much more gung-ho, running around, machine gunning, shotgunning, blasting, blowing up, killing everything you can to make it to the end of the level. So this one is a lot different than the first one in those regards. It's the same side-scrolling action, but there's no longer a climbing animation, there's no longer fall damage, and none of the weapons are non-lethal. They're all lethal in this. You got shotguns, rockets, machine guns. You got electro guns that will actually turn the dinosaurs to dust. So it's pretty cool. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game, but it is shorter, and it's not as hard as the first one. It is hard in the sense that there are no passcodes. So you can't like restart a level. Once you lose all your lives, you're having to redo all 5 levels from the beginning. However, it's not as difficult. I did have to turn, and now that I say that, it sounds like I'm talking out of the side of my face. I did have to turn the difficulty down to easy because normal was just too brutal, and you just lost way too much health. I beat the first game on normal, but for this one I had to turn it down to easy just because I lost way too much health, and it is hard enough as is on easy. It's not as hard, like I said, as the first game, but it is hard in the sense that there are no passcodes, so you have to watch what you're doing and not lose all your lives. But it's a much more run and gun game. Alright guys, you've heard enough of my rambling, so without further ado, let's jump into Jurassic Park Rampage Edition. Alright, let us begin our journey. Okay. So this game actually will let you pick the order of the levels for the first 3 levels. You play as Grant or the Raptor, as you see there. And yeah, I did have to put it on easy, so as I mentioned earlier. Alright, Josiah, this is your first time seeing this game, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never seen this game before.
Alright. I like starting with Savanna. It's kind of... This is the hardest level, I feel, in the whole game. So I like to get this out of the way first. Plus, you can rack up on some weaponry if you go through slow and methodically through here. This is the only level that you have to go slow through. And I mean that. Because the rest of the levels, it's just tons of run and gun. This one, you kind of have to slow down, otherwise you're going to get yourself destroyed real fast by the dinosaurs, and especially the helicopters. And you kind of want to rack up on some ammo here by killing the little soldiers, but you got to do it at the right time. So I'm gonna slow down here. Here comes a helicopter. Got to get rid of this one because those bombs and stuff they hit you with will drain your health fast. All right, here we go. Just slowing down, shooting stuff. There we go. There's the electro gun that turns people to ash. All right, they do have a checkpoint system. So that does help alleviate the fact that you don't have, that you do not have any passcodes. So it can make it a little bit easier. And then you get brutalized like that. Alright. Just, I've shown you the Jurassic Park movies, haven't I?
I think you showed me the first. Yeah, you have actually showed me, I think, a couple of them, but I don't remember the whole thing.
I feel like we had a movie night where we did Jurassic Park movies.
We did. I remember this one scene.
What was it?
It was where this giant T-Rex was like chasing them through a building or something.
Okay.
Trying to run from.
Well, we need to have another Jurassic Park night.
Yeah, because I don't remember the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I do think this game looks cool.
Yeah, it is a fun game. And this is definitely back from it's. And this, I don't mean this as an insult to your generation, but it's back in a time when games were tougher. They had to be. Otherwise, you were going to be through them in no time. And so they made these games a lot more challenging than the games that you play a lot of, where you have tons and tons of continues and infinite restarts and stuff like that. These were more difficult. All right. But and the reason they did that was because of back when I was a kid, you could rent movies, you could rent games, and if they didn't want you, the companies didn't want you renting the game and beating the game in the movie rental period or the game rental period, because then you probably wouldn't buy it. So they made it difficult so that you had to play it a bunch to get good at it. And these games are very much like that. Now, don't misunderstand me. This is not the toughest game out there. There are way tougher games, but this one was challenging enough. This one had a fair challenge, and this one and the first one had fair challenges. If you took the time to get good at it, and it didn't take you weeks to get good, you could get good in the course of a night. But anyway, these were just a different time. Oh yeah, I lost my life there. So first life down, but you do get to go back to the checkpoint. This is that funny death coming up, Si. That raptor beats the pepper out of me, drains my health right there. Then this one jumps in, drains my health. I barely got any health left. But this is where I think I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get you now. Yeah, I'm just going to get out of here, run, get myself some health. You know what? He's probably chasing me. I'm going to turn around and just fill him full of darts. Yep.
And pop.
Boom. Got me. Now, I did cut a death out there because there was another death that happened right after that, but it was like 4 minutes of me playing before I died. And so I was like, you guys don't want to watch me play for another 4 minutes, die, and then have to go all the way back to the checkpoint. So I picked up where my second life is. So, oh, them compies. Compies are the little green ones, side. They're the ones that jump all over you.
Yeah, it seems like sometimes in games the little ones are the annoying, like in Killing Floor 2, those little monsters that cling to you.
Oh, I forgot what they're called, but they're the little black spider-like guys.
Oh, I hate them.
Yes.
Yeah, they're so annoying.
I can't remember what the name of them are.
It's like they cling to you. You try to shoot them off you. It's really bad when a bunch of them go for you at once.
So I think it's universal. In any game where they have tiny little creatures, they're usually the most annoying. Because you really have to aim to get them. They're not like right in your face. You have to aim down. And same thing like with this game. You have to duck down or throw grenades and try to kill them.
And the big ones probably do more damage, but the little ones, it's like so hard to kill them. And sometimes the little ones will be really fast.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to hit them.
Alright, we're actually getting close to the end now. We're probably 3/4 of the way through. This is a long running level, and it's actually it's very challenging, but I like to get it out of the way first, because once you get this one out of the way, the rest of the levels aren't as difficult. There is one particular level towards the end, which we'll see here very soon, and you can lose a lot of lives to falling. But it's not for a few more levels here. So this is supposed to be a Gallimimus dinosaur that you're riding on. Alright, get rid of that. And so Gallimimuses are supposed to be fast, so this is you riding on a fast little dinosaur. But you're getting attacked by soldiers and raptors and Dilophosaurs. Dilophosaurs are the green ones that spit at you, bub.
Okay. I'm surprised that he's not trying to eat you.
Well, not all dinosaurs eat meat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, don't some eat plants?
Yes. Those are called herbivores.
Isn't that like some creatures in the sea? Or am I just...
Well, yeah. All animals are either herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores.
I learned that. It was I can't remember where it was, but I did learn.
Yeah.
I did learn about it. It was probably in school.
It was.
Yeah, but I can't remember like what they all mean. Which is oh, you beat it.
Yeah, beat that one. Now we're going to which one did I pick?
Cargo ship.
Oh, this is my favorite level in the whole game. I just really like the cargo ship. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, carnivore means you eat meat. Herbivore means you eat plants. And a omnivore means you eat both. If I said that right, and I might have just said all this wrong. I think I said it right. Okay, we're playing games here. We ain't doing science class. Let's get back to the game. All right.
Yeah, y'all don't want us to
I'm making myself not look very intelligent.
Y'all don't want us to talk about school. We're in summer. Y'all don't want us to talk about it.
Yeah. All right, so this level's a lot of fun. You're on a cargo ship, and I just really like the atmosphere. And this was really doing a lot of great artwork with the Sega Genesis. I mean, you got rain coming down in the background. You got some parallax scrolling, dinosaurs on a ship. And, I mean, it feels really cool. And that's one of the things about some of these games is the atmosphere is what you're looking for some games. And this game has the first one especially, but even this one too, they have the atmosphere that makes you feel like you're in a world full of dinosaurs.
I will admit, this does look good. This level. Geez, sorry.
Yeah.
I can't speak. Oh, I thought those were. Yeah, those are T-Rexes.
Well, those are raptors. The T-Rex is the really, really big one.
Like, those are carnivores because they only eat
meat.
Who knows, guys? We could be saying this completely wrong.
Well, I know carnivores eat meat and herbivores eat plants, but I'm thinking omnivore is the word for both, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Which would be what a human is if you're not a vegetarian. And we're not vegetarians, so we eat both. All right, so yeah, you got all these soldiers surrounded by dinosaurs. I mean, I wonder if it kind of makes you think, are these like dinosaurs that work for the corporation? Because they're not killing the other guys, they're just killing you. They're not going for the other soldiers, they're just like, we're all out for Alan Grant.
Like, that's the thing I don't get. Why are you fighting the humans? Shouldn't they be helping you fight the dinosaurs?
I would have to get the manual out, and I can't remember what the story says. Hey, why don't you go right over there and get Jurassic Park Rampage Edition out real quick. Open that case up right there. Down there at the bottom. The red one says Rampage Edition right there. Yep. All right, Josiah. Let's bring that book over here. Let's see. We're going to tell you guys what the story is as this plays out. All right, Josiah, would you do the honors of reading this right here?
Having survived the chaos of Jurassic Park, Grant escapes Islas. Sorry, guys, if I don't know.
I can't see it.
Maybe
Isla Nublar.
On Engine helicopter.
Engine helicopter. Yeah.
As they lift away from the island, Grant sees flames erupting. The Costa Rican army is blowing up sections of the island to destroy any remnants of the park's
engine. Let me see. What kind of word we got going on here?
Guys, I'm sorry.
Engineer. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'll just read it. All right. Having survived the chaos of Jurassic Park, Grant escapes Isla Nublar on an engine helicopter. As they lift away from the island, Grant sees flames erupting. The Costa Rican army is blowing up sections of the island to destroy any remnants of the park's genetically engineered dinosaurs. But Grant also catches sight of another helicopter's stealthy arrival to the island. He sees that its occupants are a well-armed team of engine field agents. What are they doing here? Grant thinks the field agents are probably collecting any remaining dinosaur eggs, embryos, and DNA samples before everything goes up in smoke. With those specimens, they could start another park somewhere else, or they could create an uncontrollable army of dinosaurs. The possibilities are endless. Grant must put a stop to this frightening plan. As Grant seizes the helicopter, radio to warn the Costa Rican military he has to fight off the pilot, who attempts to stop him. In the ensuing conflict, the helicopter goes down. Grant survives the crash and flees the burning wreck, realizing he's been thrust back into the prehistoric nightmare he thought he had just escaped. InGen operatives are quickly covering the island, searching for dinosaur specimens. To make matters worse, the Costa Rican military has planned airstrikes to rid the island of living dinosaurs. Under the threat of certain death at the hands of dinosaurs, field agents, or military airstrikes, Grant charges towards his mission. He picks up his machine gun and decides to go on a slaughtering massacre, killing as many human soldiers as possible and eradicating the dinosaurs themselves. You have just joined the Jurassic Park Rampage Edition crew. Okay, that last sentence was added of my own volition. Okay, sorry. And sorry, Josiah can read very well, but this had a lot of words he had never seen before. So instead of having to go to English class and explain what all these words are, I just decided to read it myself. All right, so back to it here. Here we go. We are almost at the end of this level.
What? The thing's gonna flood.
Yep, it is rising fast, and we're about to die. Alright, we're almost at the end. We just have to get to the top and escape. I don't know, like, there's dinosaur eggs, and there's little symbols and stuff on the ground. I don't know what they do. I don't know what the purpose of them are, but they're scattered all throughout, like those specimens saved and stuff there on the side. But anyway, here we go. We are now going through one of the most irritating levels. Not necessarily hard, but irritating. Because that pterodactyl right there, whenever you're moving down through the level, if that pterodactyl catches up to you and grabs you, he will drag you back to his nest. And then you got to do this all over again. But one of the nice things about this level is that when you kill the soldiers and the dinosaurs, they do not respawn. So, as I kill these guys right here, see, he's trying to get me, so you have to kill the pterodactyl as quickly as possible. Otherwise, he will catch you. Alright, so, yeah, you got some awesome weapons here. That flamethrower is really cool, as is the electric gun. But, yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch that pterodactyl. And I might be saying it wrong. It's either pterodactyl or pterodon. I don't know. I think there's two of them.
Dinosaurs have weird names.
Yes, they do, and they have a bunch of different varieties of them. So, see, there is no fall damage. You can just drop and drop and drop and drop. And then, oh, he got me. And once he gets you, there is no getting out of his clutches. You have to go all the way back to the top again and try to make your way back down to the bottom.
I would call this stage an annoying stage. Like, in my opinion, I wish that we could not just like scare them off, but actually kill them so you could stop grabbing us.
Yeah.
Because look, now Dad has to go all the way back down.
And he's chasing me too. You just don't see him. If I sit still, he'll come after me.
He'll pick you up, put it back in his nest.
So I'm trying to fly and get to the bottom here.
If he puts you in his nest, then he probably wants to eat you later.
Yeah, feed it to his bait. Or well, I keep saying he, but it's probably a her. Because they're taking us to a nest and probably wants to feed us to her babies.
Probably. Don't get grabbed again.
So I'm just dropping. I mean, Grant's got some serious thigh muscles to not take any damage here. Ooh, candy bar. That was Nedry's candy bar. He left it behind.
That was quick.
Yes, now we're at the Hidden Ruins. This is the level that you can die a lot on. But here's a cool little thing. Right here. Boom. There's an extra life. So every time you die, because on this level there are no checkpoints, that I don't think there are. Or if there are, they're further out. But if you keep dying on this level, it will start you right back there at the beginning. You can just drop down and get that extra life again.
So you will never get a game over on this stage.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And I think I just glitched up there. I don't think I was supposed to be able to get up there. But I did.
But you hopped onto his mouth and all of a sudden you're up there.
Yeah, so kinda glitched up through there. Or maybe I'm supposed to be able to stand on his lip or whatever that is.
Who knows? What'd you just throw?
That was a grenade.
Are you hitting anything?
Nope. Oh, there's that Dilophosaur again. Maybe we need to put in Jurassic Park tonight. Maybe we need to watch that again.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a fun movie. I remember going to the theater to see it. I was 14 when Jurassic Park came out, and I remember my dad taking me to see it. And just really, really awesome movie. Gosh, I wish movies were as amazing as they were back then. Even more amazing were the movies in the 80s, because when you saw spectacular stuff back then, it really was mind-blowing. And even the 70s, when people saw Star Wars for the first time, there were just minds were blown at the spectacle, because it looked so realistic, the spaceships and everything. But for me, being a 14-year-old kid, seeing dinosaurs, it was awesome. It was awesome.
Well, Jurassic Park movies, in my opinion, I'm just saying it's not exactly the same, but I think it's kind of like maybe a Godzilla movie, a big monster.
Yeah.
Except the difference is, well, basically, the dinosaurs aren't really fighting each other, they're chasing humans. With Godzilla, if you take him off, he'll destroy your whole city.
Yeah.
Basically, like, leave him alone.
If Godzilla was in this level, he would be as big as the level.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there is a checkpoint there, so yeah. But it's way out here.
Yeah, so if you didn't get there and died, you could just grab the one up.
Another good thing about this game is the checkpoint system. Actually, when you step on one of those boxes, it points in the direction you're supposed to go, so you don't lose your way. So that's a cool little feature.
That is nice.
Yeah. So we are just working our way towards the end here. All right. Almost at the end. This level is the one where you can lose a lot of lives, because there's a lot of pits you can fall into. And what you guys don't realize is I have died a lot, just like in the first game where I posted that I died a lot. I died a ton in this one as well. And so I've cut a lot of this out so that you guys don't have to sit there and be bored to tears with me falling to my death or getting eaten by a dinosaur repeatedly. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to get to see the game in its fullness. I left a few of the deaths in there just because they were kind of funny or didn't mess up the flow.
Like with the dinosaur one, Racy, you thought you were shooting him, and then all of a sudden he comes out the side of the screen, and actually, you hear him go, basically when you climb on the dinosaur, he says he-yah, but you hear his he-ah!
Yep, because he killed me.
So instead of he-yah, it's he-ah.
Yep. Alright.
Those little guys are annoying.
Get rid of the compies.
Why? In my opinion, they should be helping you.
Yeah.
Not fighting you.
Alright, there we go. All kinds of soldiers in this one. You don't fight any soldiers in the first game, as you guys saw last week. But you do if you play as the raptor in the first game, you'll fight soldiers. But in this one, you're fighting dinosaurs and soldiers, as you heard from the story beats that I just read. Alright. Go down here and grab me some more Nedry bars. Alright, now I'm stuck. Where'd I go? Alright, there. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of those are. I guess it just adds to score or something, or just gives you something to collect to make you feel like you're doing something. It says you save species by grabbing those different little things. Alright, here we go. Where we gotta go here? Keep going left, alright?
Another checkpoint.
Yeah.
In case you die. What was that? It looked like...
That's another one of those DNA samples that I don't really know what it does. Whoa!
See, like, if that was the first game, do you think
Oh, I'd been dead. Yes, you would have died from the fall. The first game, you had to be so much more careful about your jumps, which it made it more deliberate, and you had to be extremely careful.
Like, if this level was in the first game, Dad, you'd probably be moving at a snail's pace.
I'd be being extremely careful. Alright, here we go.
And now you're on a Triceratops.
Triceratops, good job.
Howdy, thanks. Goodness, I got it. There's this kind of ops, this kind of ops, or whatever.
Alright, we are now on the very last level of the game, the river run.
And that's not a boat. What is that called?
Well, it is a boat, but it's a raft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew that.
And a raft is a type of boat. You got it right. So there we go. And all you have to do is get to the end of this, or you have another Kind of like the first game, boss battle, but this one makes a whole lot more sense of what you're supposed to do. And I call it a boss battle loosely, just like in the first game. You just have to, I'm not going to tell you what it is, so we'll just save it. I know most of you probably know this game is 30 years old, but I'm not going to spoil anything. Y'all get to stay till the end. So, yeah, you just have, now the raft level in the first one, as you guys saw, you could die so easily by going down one of the rapids too fast. But in this one, yeah, you just drop as far as you want, and you're going to survive it. So this is a much easier raft level compared to the first one. And so, yeah, you just keep going down, down, down. Yeah, very easy. Boom. I know a lot of people find the raft level in the first game very difficult. And it can be. Once you figure out what you're supposed to do, it's not so bad. But it is a lot more difficult than this. And a lot of people were stuck on that level a lot, which explains why they had a passcode feature, because you can spend a lot of time on those levels trying to get through them. This one, like I said, there's no passcode feature for this game, and so it's more difficult in the sense that you can't retry a level over and over and over again until you get it, but it's easier in the sense that the levels are not as difficult as the first game. That's what I was trying to say earlier, and I was doing a terrible job at it, but now I know what to say. But yeah, these levels are a lot easier, but the difficulty comes in the fact that you can't replay them if you do lose all your lives. You can't just restart and pick up where you left off. You got to start the whole game over again, and so you have to be real careful not to lose all your lives. So
that's a pain in the butt.
Yes, that's a pain.
It's getting darker.
Yep, the darker it gets, the closer to the end you get. Thankfully, there's lots of checkpoints on this level, but this is actually a pretty long level in regards to just length of the rapids here.
I will admit it is longer, but in my opinion, I don't think it's that hard of a level.
No, it's not. It's not.
Because you're basically just trying to move. There are some dinosaurs that you have to shoot sometimes, like right there.
Yeah. Keep dropping.
How's a tree sitting in the middle of the...
There's some things you just don't ask in a video game, okay?
Yeah, basically, like, it doesn't make sense, but hey, Josiah, since when have video games made sense?
That's right. Suspension of disbelief. That's basically what you have to do with Jurassic Park, is you have to suspend reality at the door when you play one of these, or when you watch one of those movies, and just have fun. That's what was great about these movies, is they were just so fun. You don't sit there and go, that's not possible. That's not, scientists can't do that. They're not capable of doing that. There's no way that you could create dinosaurs. It's like, shut up in the back row. I'm trying to watch the movie. I'm having a good time. Superman can't fly either, but we think he can. Just shut up. So you want us to have a tree standing there? It's like, yeah, we're going to have a tree standing there.
Let us have fun.
We're just having fun. And I died. But thankfully, I just hit a checkpoint. So I was able to pick right back up where I left off.
Yeah. If you hadn't hit a checkpoint, imagine that if you had died there and there were no checkpoints in the level.
I know. It says, come again.
You know what I'd say? I'd say to that, I ain't coming back.
I ain't coming back. I'm out of here. All right, final boss.
Y'all get to see who
Look at those waterfall effects for a Sega Genesis game. Awesome. So what you got to do is just turn around, blast T-Rex, drive him back again. If he gets a hold of you, he'll eat you. So.
Yeah, that's basically the boss. You just, when he gets close to you, just shoot him back.
Yep, turn around, blast him, and go forward. You can't keep turned around facing him, otherwise your boat slows down to a crawl and he gets you. So you have to keep going that back and forth about the sea. It's slowing down. Whoa, you almost got me there. More shotguns to the face. Congratulations, you won. Yay, we made it.
That got.
That's all we got. Well, you do get this little clip here. So you do get to see yourself escaping to another boat, probably full of InGen soldiers and more dinosaurs. But Jurassic Park Rampage Edition Part 2 never did come out, so. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, please comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can by going to patreon.com/EDF Central. Alright guys, have you all ever played this game before? Do you remember this game from your childhood? Or were you not even born then? So, but have played it, maybe played it on emulator or something. So, if you've got any memories of this game, please leave them in the comments below. And as always guys, take care, God bless, and keep on gaming. Any last words, Josiah?
See y'all later in our next episode.
Alright, later everyone.